It's good.
All right, Rob. Thanks. Appreciate you letting me come down, watch some really good sparring today. Obviously, you're number 8 by the ring, number 4 with the WBO. Oscar, man, what did you think of Rob today? And also, just a few fights off the Kovalev fight. Career best win.
I've always said that Rob is a threat in the division, and so now that he's top 10, and ready to fight a contender, ready to fight for the number 1 position, and then ready to fight for a world title. So he's right there. It's a matter of just aligning all the stars together and getting that world title shot. So we're bullish on Safar really coming out this year and getting that title.
Yeah, how close? I know you sustained a hand injury in that last fight with Miller on the Virgil card, but how close was he to getting a title shot against Gilberto Ramirez?
Yeah, it was there.
Yeah,
it was right there. But that's how much we believe in him. It's like if he tells me to jump, I'm gonna say how high. You know what I'm saying? It's like that's the way I work. And so we did have a setback. Injuries happen. The hand was a little tender. Let's be ready 100% for the next one, so we can move that train going. So I'm like I said, I'm very bullish in his career, and so we're looking for a world title this year.
How is your hand healing up? When do you feel like you'll be able to fight next?
It's healing better. I feel like by end of February, early March, it should be good for. Right now I got to use a 20-ounce glove in my right hand, but it's good. It's like he said, it's common in boxing. So we all have injuries in boxing.
Do you feel like you could potentially make a Garcia-Barrios date?
We'll see. It's all up to Golden Boy, and but I feel like I should be ready for that if it's by the end of February.
Yeah, we got several dates lined up for February, March, April. So it all has to line up. And first of all is the hand. That's it. First thing is first.
I waited 7 or 8 years for this, so I don't need to rush. It's okay.
What was there a particular fight or something you saw from Rob that made you feel like you had to sign him to Golden Boy Oscar?
Yeah, it's the whole package. It's the whole package. The way he carries himself, the way he fights, but most importantly, the talents inside the ring. It's everything. So I've watched all his fights. He probably doesn't know this. I've watched I'm a student of the game. I love boxing. I love watching, studying everything. So his style is I can't say a unique one because I've seen other great fighters in the past have his similar style. So I see greatness here. It's a matter of just putting it together. That's the bottom line.
Did you? Question for both of you. Did you feel like the Sergey Kovalev fight was an eye-opening, a breakout performance for him in this division?
Absolutely. It always is because it's a big name.
Yeah.
And so people pay attention, and so now that people are paying attention, it's time to capitalize. So you beat a Kovalev. Now it's time to go after the big dogs, the big boys, the really tough challenges. The present, exactly. He beat the past, now beat the present.
Correct.
And yeah, you got a couple of cruiserweights that in the division. You got Zurdo, who has 2 belts. You have Tristan Kalkruth and him. And yeah, do you just plan on mixing and matching some of those guys when you can?
I think this division might be one of the hottest divisions out there right now. So we're definitely going to be in the mix. He's going to be establish himself in the ring, and we're going to establish him outside the ring, making sure he's positioned to fight the right fights.
Yeah, Jake Paul might be coming back to the division. Yeah, he was dropped out of the WBA rankings, but yeah, he talks about coming back and fighting for a title. Would you like to match a guy like Rob or Zurdo or?
I don't know. I don't think I think that's wishful thinking.
Not realistic.
No, it's not realistic. Yeah. But I think we're gonna go for the real big dogs. Out there who have been doing this for many years and who take their craft serious. I'm not saying that Jake doesn't take his craft serious. I'm just saying that we want somebody who's going to give him the respect in the boxing world and become world champion.
And obviously Zurdo has a title defense this month, but how do you guys think, we'll start with Rob, how do you think that fight goes with Benavidez if it comes off Cinco de Mayo?
I think it's going to be a closer fight than what people think, but I do believe Benavidez is going to pull it off. But I still believe that Zurdo can make some damage in that fight, of course. He got a lot of experience, but I don't know how dedicated it is outside of the ring. after fights and stuff. But yeah, that's what I believe.
Zurdo, who goes up in weight sometimes in between fights. Yeah.
I mean, that's the fact. You know?
Yeah.
And then I don't know what else he does, you know. So, but what I do know is that Benavidez stay dedicated and he lives in the gym. So, I mean, you know, that's how you win fights.
Yeah, I know you got a good